Hi friends, it's John from Saleosaurus, and today we're visiting one of the best toy stores anywhere close to me, Walkin Down Memory Lanes. They're located in Gonzales, Louisiana, on this highway that you see in front of you. Kind of a busy highway today. But I'm excited to take you around this place. It is, well, you're gonna see in just a second here. Despite the fairly plain Jane outside, the inside is really, really gorgeous. You can tell from the second you walk in that the people who own this place really care about it, and they want to put on a beautiful presentation of all the stuff that they love, and man, you're gonna see it all. It's just a really awesome place just to walk around in, and then on top of that, most of the stuff in there is actually for sale. We got an entire display case here full of Lego minifigures. And everywhere you look, there's going to be something that you didn't see the first time that you looked past it. All the way up to the ceiling, giant play sets, giant action figures. The owners even have their own collection of extra rare stuff on display so you can see it. One thing I love is the way that each section is sort of curated into broad groups. Here you have a He-Man section. Also in there is going to be, She-Ra stuff and other kind of Motu adjacent items. And they have items going all the way back to the vintage toys, all the way up to modern day. So no matter what you collect, there's a real good chance you're going to find something that you need. Now we are leaving Star Wars land and making our transition into Turtleville, which happens to be right next door to Robotopia, home of the Transformers, Gundams, Power Rangers, and other robotic ilk. These gigantic robots on the top of the shelf, I don't know what they are, but I do like them. But these robots, I am well acquainted. I love this multi-tiered glass shelf full of vintage Transformers. I guess they're not all vintage. There's a Bayverse Starscream, but most of them are good ones. Here we have another of the owner's display cases. This is just for looking, but man, is it fun to look. Hercules, Dragonheart, Indiana Jones, and Rick and Morty all on the same pegs. We got NSYNC, y'all. Here we have another display case. Love seeing all those food fighters, sectars. There's Magnacore, a dragon flyer. I bet I could name toys there until I ran out of breath. And here we have one of their specialties in my eyes, which is their plush section. I feel plush is largely underrepresented, especially vintage plush. And in a lot of cases, when you do see vintage plush, it's in kind of rough condition, dirty, ratty. I I've never run into that with the selection here at Walking Down Memory Lanes. Bear in the big blue house up there? Oh, baby. And here we have those two Pillsbury Doughboys from the front. You know I wouldn't just leave you only seeing them from the back. I was quite tempted by some of these comic books. They had some early Archie TMNT comics, as well as some G.I. Joe and Transformers from the 90s and the 80s. But I didn't pull the trigger today. I don't know that baby. They even have some large Lego bins here that you can dig through and pick your own pieces if that's what you're looking for. I really enjoy walking around this store, plus the folks that own it are just a delight to talk to about toys and comics and things like that. But I did have to eventually leave, so if you'd like to see what I brought home with me, we'll stick around just a little bit longer. Holy cow, what a store. I could still be there now looking around if I just had infinite time, but didn't have anywhere to be. And, you know, I guess if they didn't close and kick me out, but, you know, you can't blame them for that, right? Thanks for watching my video while I walked around Walking Down Memory Lanes. This is a store that this is the second time I've been there, and I would love to go more often. It's a little bit, it's not exactly far away, but like it ain't close, you know what I mean? I see the folks that own it at local toy shows all the time. They always have really great booths, just full of cool stuff. And I always enjoy talking to them, and heck, most of the time we end up trading, and I come away just feeling like I got some of the coolest stuff that I got at the show. So of course I had to get out there with the camera and get some footage so I could share it with all of y'all. So here's the stuff that I bought this time. I certainly could have bought a lot more if you know, if I had infinite money, and I don't know, where do you stop when a store has basically every kind of toy that you collect? Like, I could have found something in every little section in that store if I had wanted to, but I'm pretty happy with what I brought home. So let me show them to you, and then you know, we'll open a pack of cards, because we got to do that. We got to. So, okay, the first thing that I decided to get was these McDonald's Beanie Babies. Now, these are not actually for me, but I will benefit from them being here. So we got these are all tiny Happy Meal toy Beanie Babies. We got Spinner the Spider right there, still in the bag, just immaculate and clean. We got Claude the Crab. Everything is crab, including Claude. And we got Pinchers. The lobster? Crawfish? You know, my go-to is to say crawfish because I live in Louisiana, and that's kind of... It's much more common than a lobster, but I guess for the rest of the world, this is more likely to be a lobster. And then kind of closer to the front of the store, I found this Flower the Skunk from Bambi, you know, still with the little Disney store tag on him. And, you know, I'm sure this is not anything super rare or whatever. And by the way, it was immaculately clean when I bought it. I'm pretty sure all of these furs and if you still are seeing anything on there, it's from our cats, because especially Eloise, her fur just likes to stick to anything that's dark. But I was just talking with my friend the other day about how much I love Flower, and I feel like you don't see a lot of merch for him. So I got this plush. This will be enjoyed by me and by Noelle, so great addition there. And then finally, I've been on a kick collecting these throttle bots. They're technically, these are vintage Transformers, but they're not really loved in the way that that other vintage Transformers are. You can see right there, it's a 1988 Takara, and you know, I like these things because they're goofy, and I guess everybody else kind of hates them because they're goofy. But I mean, look at this little guy. That's delightful. So, you know, very fair price on this guy. Really happy to just get him in hand, and now I think I'm only missing a couple more from this set of goofy Transformers. So very happy to grab that guy. But I can't let you go until I open a pack of cards. So let me just reach behind me here, grab something at random, and see if it goes with the theme. Oh snap! Yeah. Fox Kids cards? I think that makes sense. Yeah, we'll do that. So we got 1995 Fleer Fox Kids Network. All kinds of different cool properties in here we could get. You know, just cool cartoon cards. So let's see. Let's see them. Oh, I already see the tick. Alright. We got Deflighter Mouse. I was kind of annoyed when they changed his name for the live action show, but you know, I guess most people don't really know what Deflighter Mouse is. I would bet that most people watching this video probably don't know what it is, but that's okay. Deflighter Mouse proves the old superhero adage: if you look the part and play the part, then you are the part. Deflighter Mouse sure does look good as a superhero. Now if he only fought as well as he posed. Okay, we got a pretty sweet cartoon Mysterio there. Oh, we got another tick. We're very tick-heavy pack, and I love it. We got three of the kind of, I don't want to call them reject superheroes, but, you know. Actually, one of my favorite episodes was when they go down into the sewer with the sewer urchin, and he's like Rambo down there, just like tearing through all the bad guys. He's like incredibly competent in his element. Another tick. Worst nightmare, having to do a day job. Let's Eek the Cat. I feel like a lot of people probably don't remember Eek the Cat. It's kind of like, you know, Courage the Cowardly Dog's goofy, less scary cousin. And then our last card is very similar to that previous tick card. The tick just sitting there, but this time, instead of trying to work a job, he's just trying not to lose it. Alright. Well, thanks for hanging out with me at Walkin Down Memory Lanes. I definitely love the store. I'm definitely going to be back. If you're ever in the area, or, you know, within a reasonable drive, I definitely suggest going and checking it out. You won't regret it. You will definitely find something that you can't live without. Thanks again. See you next time. Everybody be cool.